Well, that's it. The Democrats know that procedurally and process-wise right now, they don't have a lot of leverage beyond just this public pressure. So what they are trying to do is say, okay, assuming this does go through, be prepared that, we will consider all options. That might be increasing the number of justices on the court. It might be taking actions regarding the Electoral College or the filibuster. But all those are things that require the Democrats taking back the Senate in the election. And that is still a big if. So what Democrats are hoping to do is galvanize their base by saying, okay, we might not be able to stop this vote going through, but we will push for other things that we know, especially the progressive side of the party wants, and that many Democrats who feel aggrieved over the way the process has been going will feel that the Democrats are standing up for some of their interests as well.
I want to come on to what this might do to voters and how we might see a galvanization of both the Democrats and the Republicans. But just to go a little bit further on this court packing issue, this Republicans pushing for quickly filling the seat has revived talk among Democrats. We've heard them talk about this before. What would be the big implications if they did decide to go down this route, as you say, if they get a majority in the Senate after the election?
Right. Well, I think it's important to point out first that this is not a position that Biden himself has come behind. He has not expressed any support for this idea of expanding the court numbers. What that would mean essentially is if the Democrats took back the Senate, they would place perhaps two, maybe even more, but probably two additional justices who would be liberal to try and counterbalance the conservative tilt of the court. So that would give them a short-term balancing. But of course, it opens up a lot of long-term question marks regarding, again, when the Senate shifts again, having a broader court could again just make it even more conservative in the future. So again, the court is always going to have this back and forth depending on who is in power in the other offices, and expanding the numbers brings some short-term amelioration, but in the long term, it still keeps those same questions open.